Greetings, everyone. My name is Emily Mills, and I'm the founder of How She Hustles, a diverse women's network based in Toronto. For the last 10 years, we've been known for three things. Number one, we've hosted a slew of sold-out events for diverse women, from brunches to pop-up shops to panels. Number two, we've produced digital series to amplify the voices of underrepresented women with the support of national media partners and corporate sponsors. And number three, we've helped to create a more inclusive leadership landscape by ensuring that diverse women are seen and heard by mainstream media and even political leaders like Canada's Prime Minister. Now, I'm assuming that many of you who are watching today have never been to a How She Hustles event. So let me paint a picture and give you an idea of what it feels like to be in a room. Imagine this. 250 Black, Brown, Asian, and Indigenous women are all in one room for a How She Hustles event. They're startup founders, they're rising corporate leaders, and they're social media influencers. They've come together to share their personal and professional experiences. They're corporate leaders, they're community leaders, and they're entrepreneurs. At each and every event, BIPOC women are the norm, not the exception. And yet, everyone is still welcome. We invite our guests to bring their full intersectional selves. Bring it. We want folks to bring their truth with them, not park it at the door. You'll see women nursing babies and hugging, laughing, exchanging business cards. You'll see locks and twists and vibrant attire from people's cultures. You'll see a female DJ spinning soca to Afro beats, and a young team of women from a local social enterprise who are serving samosas or maybe sorrel cocktails, or even BIPOC women running our soundboards or our social media feeds. So why am I sharing all of this? Yes, How She Hustles has had a ton of Instagrammable moments like that from all of our events. But for me, it's much, much deeper. We've been doing this for the last decade to strategically create economic opportunities for diverse women who are entrepreneurs and have small businesses. We hire them. We hold space for them to promote their businesses. We allow them to network with potential customers and prospective clients, and we connect them to information and supports that will help their businesses grow. We've also been doing this intentionally and unapologetically to create an inclusive community for diverse women so they feel like they're not alone, so that they feel like they can build their confidence because they're encouraged and reflected, and so they can expand their personal and professional networks. Our community also informs our content. We explore issues like, how did culture impact your relationship to money or the art of negotiation? Or how did intersectionality, your intersectional identity, inform your concept of success? Or even, how did you navigate microaggressions in different business settings? We've been intentional not just about what we do, but how we do it. We exclusively hire diverse women entrepreneurs to do the work and get paid equitably for it. During the COVID-19 pandemic, for example, How She Hustles produced Startup and Slay, a 4-part national digital series featuring Canada's diverse women and non-binary entrepreneurs. And I'm proud to say we hired 23 freelancers, all women, all BIPOC professionals, to do everything from tech production to ASL interpretation. In 2017, we created Her Story in Black, a digital series featuring 150 Black women who inspired us all. Again, we wanted to ensure that Black women weren't just the story, but that we were the storytellers. And so we worked hard to broker a relationship between a national company and members of our community so we could build this award-winning project together. We wanted to make sure that we could hire videographers to web writers to make sure that this project was supporting an ecosystem of Black women building their small businesses. How She Hustles didn't just create impact alone. We've been making larger waves in the world because of great partners and sponsors and supporters. because of individuals working in big companies who found us on social media or reached out and said, how can we align? Because of individuals who became allies in action. They act as sponsors in rooms that we might never enter. Because of champions who convince their big companies to invest in us so we can invest back in the thousands of women who have become part of the How She Hustles movement and vibrant social media community. Now, over the last year, there have been several reports sprouting up on how to best support Black women entrepreneurs. Many speak about the need for access to capital or funding, personal development and mentoring, expanded networks, and advertising and promotion. And yeah, all of that is true. But I want to leave you with 3 final thoughts. Things that I think we can still do to create more economic inclusion, especially for Black women. Number 1, be intentional, explicit, and action-oriented. We are looking for more than just policies on paper and pledges that get signed by big brands. It's about practical application, change on the ground. Even little decisions can make a big difference. They can make people feel included, seen, like they belong, and they speak so much about the values of your organization and about you as a leader. Number 2, don't be afraid to do things differently. From your marketing plans to your procurement policies to who you actually fund. Consider what changes might help you to reach a different audience and keep them engaged in your work. Changes, big or small, can help lead to new programs, new partners, and new possibilities. And especially now, as we're dealing with a triple pandemic, as a Black woman, as an entrepreneur, and as a mother homeschooling 2 little ones, the pressures are immense. And so the solutions have to be different than they've ever been to deal with the times we're in. And that leads to my final point, which is creating more bridges of opportunity. I've spoken to big corporations and governments and different women entrepreneurs, and so many of them want to work together. The intention is there, but sometimes we have preconceived ideas on how to get to the solution. And that sometimes there aren't enough doors of opportunity and different doors of opportunity to get to the finish line. We need to work together to come up with new ideas. And I invite organizations to listen and learn and work with us so we can chart a path forward together. And that's how we'll continue to build a meaningful, inclusive, economic ecosystem for us all. Thank you.